Welcome back to another video. My name is Kyle, and I suck at budgeting. I was chatting with a friend about budgeting, and they said that they would budget, but it takes too long. And because they're a friend of mine, I said, that's an excuse. And said that you're just trying to make an excuse for not wanting to budget. And to my friends, I'm very blunt and upfront and say things like that. I'm generally more delicate with other people, but I thought it would be fun to spend every day this week recording my YNAB usage. So every time I make an adjustment in YNAB, I'm going to record it and film it and see how long it takes me to get through the week. So, like actually how much actual time it takes. Now, I should say that, I've been doing this for a year and 4 months at this point. So my system is pretty dialed in. I am a creature of habit. So I buy the same stuff. I go shopping on the same days, like, whatever. But I thought, let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to start off. Today is Sunday, April 20th. It's Easter Sunday. My budgets, my YNAB stuff that happens at the beginning of the week is actually the busiest of my week because most of my shopping is done on the weekend. I do my grocery shopping or my old-fashioned word shopping, excuse me. And most of my dining out is done on the weekend. My errands are done on the weekend. I don't do much during the week because of work and rehearsals and stuff like that. So I will be honest with you, I have not touched YNAB since Friday. I didn't look at it Saturday, didn't look at it Sunday. It's been Easter, it's been busy. We got stuff going on. So I opened up YNAB just now, so I had 2 overspent categories. Don't even know why. We're going to figure it out. So let's hop into YNAB and let's see what we have going on. So let's try this again this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, I'm sure I've got some stuff in my new transactions. So look at that, 10 new transactions. Look at this, it's going to be a fun video. All right, so what I do is I look through my transactions. If I know what they are, I just approve them. So this McDonald's, it's eating out. Yep. Jimmy John's. Yep. McDonald's. Yep. Amazon, I'm going to have to look at because that might not be what I think it is. Home Depot, it needs the category needs to get changed, so we're not going to do that. Fresh Market, old-fashioned word. Menards, that category is wrong. McDonald's is obviously eating out. Raising Cane's eating out. All right, so you got 6 transactions approved. All right, so let's look at this. Menards, that's not home maintenance, it's actually garden. So let's change that to garden. And now we can approve it. And Home Depot is same. It's garden. And oops, sorry. Okay. Approve that. This Amazon transaction is not garden. It is, it's actually a return. So I have a returns category when this stuff happens with like Amazon and stuff. If I buy something, decide I don't need it, don't want it. I have this return like category. And I just put it into this return category. It's going to say overspent until the money gets refunded. Then it's going to even itself out, and it's going to be a wash. So I will approve that. And let's go back to our budget, and let's see where we're at. We still have 2 overspent categories. Let's see what they are. Home maintenance. Why does home maintenance have money in it? And the returns is going to be fine. So let's look at this activity. Menards should be, it's just categorized incorrectly. That should be garden. Save. And let's go back to budget. The 1 overspent category is my return category, and that's fine. I'm done. That's all I have to do. So this is Sunday. We'll be back tomorrow, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. All right, it is Monday, April 21st, and we've got some things to do here in YNAB. So I've got 3 new transactions that need to be categorized. We have eating out, our old-fashioned word, and gas. The one thing that I do check when I do my Kroger stuff is I get gas and groceries from Kroger. So I just make sure it doesn't always come up as Kroger fuel. Sometimes it just comes up as Kroger, and it screws up the groceries and the gas. In this case, it did it correctly. So I'm going to take all of these, mark them and improve them. One thing I forgot to do yesterday, every time I have 2 or more transactions, I reconcile. So we're going to do a reconciliation now. Do these numbers match? Looks good. Cool. And just to be sure, let's jump over to the budget. I have the one overspent category. That's that returns. That is going to clear itself out once I finish the return with Amazon. But everything else looks good. So we're done for the day. See you tomorrow. All right. Here we are. It is Tuesday, April 22nd. Spoiler alert. Not much to do today. We've got no transactions, I don't think. Yep, no new transactions. However, we do have something that I forgot to do. This happens a lot. I forget to do a lot of stuff. So we're going to go back to budget, and we're actually going to create a new category group. A new category, rather. So in the music category group, we're going to add a category called piano tuning. I have a piano tuner coming to tune my piano that I forgot about. So we're going to take this and we're going to drag you over here. He charges $150. Ooh, not that. I got to find $150. So, let's just look through. Let's see what we can pull from before we get to that. So, we can cover it with the penny from insurance. Ooh, I made a big difference. Let's see what else we could do. Mortgage we still need. Eating out we need. Gas we still need. Dog food we could pull from. Because my dog food was somehow cheaper than I anticipated. Not complaining. Emergency fund's going to stay the same. Garden, we have $1.45. Move that. Ready to assign. These are all my daily things. We're not going to do that. Returns are going to be fine. Excuse me. Domains and hosting, we're going to leave. Concert. We didn't use all that money, so we can move that to ready to assign. 20 cents left over my server category, which means I've got to find $108.73. It's going to come from keyboard. And boom. So there we go. Oh, no, don't do that. Oops. Fix this with keyboard. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. So now I got $150 in there. Got to pick up some cash to do the piano tuning. This would have been actually mostly covered, but in another video I said, hey, I'm not going to do any lawnmower maintenance this year. And guess what? My lawnmower didn't start this year. Should have done the maintenance. So, but I found a guy who was cheaper than my other guy. So it's actually being looked at right now. And so the $100 that I was going to put towards the piano tuning and only need like $50, it's going towards the lawnmower. But that's it. That's Tuesday. We'll be back tomorrow. See ya. All right. It is Wednesday, and let's take a look at YNAB. All right. We've got that overspent category, which we know about. That is that returns that I haven't actually brought back yet. Probably bring that back tomorrow. I'm actually taking the day off to get my piano tuned tomorrow. So I'll probably have time to go out and hit Kohl's. So we do have a new transaction. The second mortgage payment came out today, so we can do that. It's marked correctly. Approve. And we'll just go back and take a look at all my categories. We'll look at the mortgage, which is fully spent. We're good to go. That's it for today. See you tomorrow. All right, it is Thursday, April 24th, and we've got some YNAB stuff to do. We've got 2 new transactions. So here is that return that we were talking about the last couple days. It has come in. It's ready to go. Hit approve. So now if I go back to, sorry, my mouse in the wrong spot. If I go back to the budget rather, you'll see that if I scroll down to the returns category, you'll see that everything is zeroed out and we're good to go. It is no longer overspent. The overspend category is actually the old-fashioned word category, but we're going to fix that right now because it's not actually overspent. So what I did was I had to go to Kroger today, pick up a couple things, and I had to, what did I have to do? I had to take money out. Sorry. I'm sitting here thinking about this because I don't normally do split transactions. And as I'm doing this, I don't remember how to do a split transaction. Oh, there it is. Split. Cool. All right. So what I did was I took $100 out. And then 28.55 was groceries. So that's going to go to old fat. Oops. Learn how to put your hands on the thing correctly. So that's going to go there. And then this is going to go to the piano tuning. And that should be good. We'll hit approve. Let's go back to the budget. No more overspent categories. And you'll see that old-fashioned word is good. And piano tuning has got $50 left over. We're good to go. We're done for the day. See you tomorrow. It is Friday, April 25th. We've got some stuff to do in YNAB. So let's hop right in and let's get it taken care of. So, right away I know that there's a problem because you'll see that my ready to assign is a number that I don't normally have. And my bonus checking says a lot more money than I normally have on a payday. So we got to fix something. I know exactly what it is. This is one of the reasons I don't do scheduled transactions a lot because the numbers are never right. They always change. So let's just view our transactions. You'll see that because we've got these two, they're doubled. So let's fix those. We'll match them and then approve them. And then we've got eating out to do. We're done there. It's Friday. Friday is a reconcile day. Plus, we had more than 2 transactions. Do those numbers match? They sure do. All right. Reconciliation's done. Budget. So I'm not going to budget the full amount. I'm going to actually let this sit until I do my end of the month closeout. I do that just because of the videos that I make. You really should be budgeting this up, as you get the stuff. What I always do, though, is I go to the Jeep Extra category. I'm actually going to move it right into the Jeep category. I created that Jeep Extra category because I thought that this extra amount might have to come from multiple paychecks. So I'm going to stick that there. And you'll see that we have $4,850. You know what? Let's do something fun. So if you don't watch Justin over at Real Men Budget, you should, because I have challenged him to see who could pay off their car faster. So he has accepted the challenge. So just to see where I'm at, so I'm at $4,850. I'm actually going to go through and create a transaction, which is something I just said I don't normally do because the number is never right, but this number should be right. So we're going to go create a transaction because I am about to put the amount in to make the actual payment. So it's an outflow of $1,200. Save. And you'll see that that is now gone to $36.50.21, which is all that I have left to pay. And yeah, so that's it for today. We'll be back on Saturday to do the last day of the full week that I was doing. And we'll see you then. See you. It is Friday, April 26th, the last day of our week tracking YNAB. And there isn't much to do, but there is an overspend category which we're going to take care of. So what I did was I went to my errands today, did my old-fashioned word shopping, got some gas, and that's it. but this did put me over for the budget. So let's fix that. We're going to cover this with, let's cover with ready to assign. Why not? And that's it. So what we're going to do is we'll just leave it here, and then we'll do a quick little wrap up. So that's the week in YNAB. I looked at the footage. It was about 15 and a half minutes, but you have to remember there was about a 1.5 to 2 minute introduction. And a lot of the stuff I did, I explained. So I could have gotten that stuff done a lot faster if I really tried, but because I was explaining stuff as I went along. But for a week, 15 minutes, less than 15 minutes, pretty cool. So it does not take that long to budget in YNAB. Now, yes, I did not go through and budget money, but quite frankly, when you look at YNAB and you want to budget stuff, if you wanted to do that, and you can actually just click on, this, hit an underfunded button, and it budgets the stuff for you. So you don't have to take a lot of time to do all this stuff, but you certainly can if you want to. So yeah, don't let the time commitment throw you off. It does not take that long. Thanks for watching. We'll be back for the end of the month closeout in a couple days. Hope you stay tuned for that. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you then. See ya.